I so here's something that's really interesting. So our paths, they keep crossing, and it's kind of eerie, but it's pretty cool. And so regarding J Lo, I was actually in her album cover shoot, and you
Which
know,
album?
was that
So which album?
she had a fur, and she was getting photographed by paparazzi,
Okay, yeah.
and so I was one of those photographers, right? There's about 5 models, and but it was just really interesting because that moment was really peculiar for me. For instance, JLo and I, it was really interesting. We had this weird eye contact, and I didn't understand what it was, but it was like a long stare, right? And
That's
and I
hilarious.
don't know if she recognized me. I'm like, I look familiar, or what it might have been. But as a model, you just kind of play along, right? And you're there, you're just nodding and smiling. But like Benny Medina, whatever it was, he wasn't having it. And so needless to say, as beautiful as my shots were on the test, I wasn't on the cover. So I just kind of round that out by just saying that, um, you know, for me, I had to, a part of my journey was, um, like lessons like that that taught me about power. And, how is it that one human being can hold the power in that moment of your life, right?
Yeah.
In their hands. And, it just kind of sent me on a journey of trying to understand how not to be in a situation like that, but where I can hold the power in my own hands for my own journey.
Yeah.
And so, so I was just trying to take it there, but like just your idea, thoughts, or how you've dealt with power brokers in the industry, where, with the wave of a finger or a stroke of a pen can, like, remove you from something. Like, how do you navigate when your intention is just to create? Your intention is to serve your family. How have you navigated these things, especially being a female in the industry and having to deal with, just men on every level, but these power brokers, whether it's men or female? How have you dealt with it?
I'll tell you, the cutting room floor is real. That is a hurting place to be. And I have been there a number of times. So many times where I thought, again, this is it, or I've got 8 songs on the album and it comes down to one. How'd I get one song? I worked with this person for 18 months. Um, it's hard. It's disheartening. But I think there's I've learned that you can't be too precious about anything. You can't put too much weight into anything. Everything is great. Every opportunity is great, but everything can't be the end be all end all. Because even if you get it, even if you land it, I got it, I made it, I saw my name on the screen, and it's still like, okay, what's the next thing? You know what I mean? It's like you're never, you can't chase that, like chasing the hit or chasing that high of getting that thing, because you'll just be running yourself in circles, because there's always going to be disappointments, but you're always going to want more. It's like more, feeding the more machine of yourself. Like, that's not enough. Now that I got this, I was sure that I would be happy if I got this song, or if I got this placement, or if I got on this person. And then you get there and it's like, I'm still, this isn't enough. You know what I mean? So I've learned to take it in stride. You're not going to win them all. And if you just kind of look at it all, like, you plant the seeds and you wait to see what's going to grow in the garden. Some things aren't going to grow, but you've got to water everything. And sometimes it's been the things that I didn't pay very much attention to that have really been the life-changing moments, or the things or the people even that it's like, oh, they're not as big as this person and I didn't get this opportunity. So I'm going to pass on this because I'm feeling a little bit down. And then that thing blows up and it's like, I had that in my hand, you know? So it's just kind of, you can't, there's no real formula. It's like, you know, when it comes to the power brokers and the powers that be, everybody has been in that position where you want to help everybody, or you're finally in a place where you are the power person, but you get there and you're like, now I finally have the say. You know, I feel that way some days as a publisher. Like I'm the publisher that I wanted to be and the change that I want to be, but I still have to call the A&Rs and fight to get this song on the album, fight to get this new person in the studio. You must get them in there. Sometimes I'll like jump up and down, like, you have to, because what are you know, it's like a little bit of guilt. Like, we have to help the new people. That's what we're here for. All these people are already in the room. Like you know, it's fighting the good fight. But with the power brokers, it's always going to be somebody's hands is tied because there's someone over them, or, you know, it's just, it never ends. But you know, the only thing you can do, I think, is take naps, meditate, pray, hope for the best, healing crystals, whatever you need. But, you know, and you just take it in stride and hope for the next one. Keep going. Just keep going.